Now that you have downloaded the free sample pack, you need to first get it up and running, and then secondly, how to use all of my free samples that I gave you from each of my packs. Plus that really cool plugin I just built. I fucking love this thing. This is exactly what you should see is right here. All you have to do is just unzip this. If you were on Windows, make sure to use a third-party unzipper. For some reason, Windows native unzipper just absolutely hates my MacBook folder. So use a third-party free unzipper like 7-zip or Winzip. I'll leave those in the link in the description. Once you've done that, just come into the free sample pack and you will see all of the free assets that you have. Here are all the free sample presets from my packs, free sound effects, and also a free LUT. And then I want you to come over here to the Open Me sample. Double click into that. And then you want to open this folder right here, this project folder right here. So double click into it. Now let's just quickly import those presets. Just come up to this effects tab, click on this first one, and then right click and hit import presets. Now you want to find those free sample packs. So just come in here and then you just want to double click on this one. Once you do that, it will come down right here. It should say TR free presets. And you can see that I've given you some free presets from my sound effects pack, my captions FX pack, my text and logo animations pack, a zoom from my zoom pack. Now, the last thing we need to install is the search bar plugin called Pilot. You need to go down the link in the description of this video, click on the UXP Installer, install that. Once you've installed the UXP Installer, open it and you should have a window like this. Then you want to open the sample pack folder, click into the search bar Pilot, and all I want you to do is just drag and drop this zip into here. Once you do that, it'll ask you install Pilot, just hit install. And then if you go into this Premiere Pro tab, you should see it right here. Then you want to restart Premiere Pro. And then once you've restarted Premiere Pro, come into Windows Extensions and then go to Pilot. Now you can see that you can either do a command space and it will automatically open it just like I just did, or you can just click this button, open. And if you ever want to change that, all you have to do is just open it by doing the command space or clicking open, come into settings, and then you can change this to whatever hotkey that you want. And then you just press that and it will automatically, each and every single time, open Pilot just like I'm doing right now. You just hit the same key bar to close it and open. Now let me show you how to use all of these free assets that I've given you. So Pilot acts essentially as just a quick search bar. So for example, if I wanted to make, let's say, a adjustment layer, I can just search up adjustment layer, click it, and it'll automatically add to my timeline wherever my playhead is. All you do is the shortcut that you want, search up the thing that you want. So let's just say I want a color matte now. I just click on the color matte. It'll ask me what kind of color I want. So let's say I want a white one, automatically hit OK, and then it'll put it exactly where my playhead is. So Pilot only works for native effects and the presets that I personally made for Pilot. Your custom presets that you personally made with your custom graphs will not work just because of the coding on the back end of Premiere Pro. I know it's fucking annoying, but I made special presets for Pilot that you guys can go and get off of my website by just coming over to the more editing tools, and you'll have all links to them. Each of these have their own. So for instance, the Captions FX pack has every single preset from it you can automatically use in Pilot. So for example, let's say I wanted the shine effect. I can just search up the shine effect, hit it, automatically you can see it'll import it right where my playhead is. You could also hit these favorite buttons and it'll automatically place it at the top here. If you want to add any effect, all you have to do is just simply select like the text layer or multiple layers like I've done right now. And then let's say I want the transform effect. So I just have it right here. So you can just click on the transform automatically. Then when you click on it, you can see that it has added to it along with it is added to my other layer as well right here. I saved the best feature for last in Pilot. And that is when you go into the settings, you can actually keybind layers and effects to your keyboard. So come into this effect shortcuts, hit add, and then search for any of these effects. You can see I have a one that I was testing for Pilot. This is like a text effect. I have one for my adjustment layer, and I have one for Premiere Pro's native transform. So this is Option N. So all I have to do is put Option N on my keyboard. Watch this. It'll automatically place it wherever my playhead is. Let's say I want another adjustment layer on top of this one. Just hit it again and it'll place it on top of it. Let me show you how to use those free presets I gave you. Obviously, this one is just a microphone preset, so you just drag and drop it onto here and it enhances your microphone and makes it sound better. Then you just do the exact same thing with this appear up. So you just drag and drop it and it'll automatically, you can see it appears up just like so. That's a clean little appear up. Here's a drop shadow that you can place on any layer. It's just a little subtle drop shadow that looks pretty dope. Along with, here's a really cool like fade out. So let's say you combined this like appear up with the fade out. So now this text effect will appear up and then just wait a little bit and then it'll go back down, or it'll fade out, sorry. And then this is what I like to call the negative effect. You just drag and drop it and you can see it kind of adds that really cool effect on top of the layer. This zoom, so here's how this becomes really quick. Let's say I needed to make a zoom. I just do Option N, automatically adds my adjustment layer. I drag and drop my zoom, put it all the way to the left. You can see, boom.
For a minute and I'll stay here.
Now let's go into the rest of the assets really quickly. Here is just a free hook. This is from my short form hooks V2 pack. This pack is my go-to when making hooks. So make sure that you have this little icon unchecked and then drag and drop the hook. Your hook is literally done. All of your text is done for you. All the animations are automatically applied. And it's just gives you a no-brainer to just quickly bang out a hook, or it gives you inspiration into what kind of hook that you would like to possibly make. Then here is a free zoom. So instead of that zoom preset like we used before, you just come into here, drag and drop just like so, and now our zoom is done.
Hello, good? Yeah, we're good.
That's awesome. Here is just some sound effects. So this is my go-to riser that I use in every single hook of my video.
Yo, sauce.
And then there's a whoosh to use for zooms like we just made. And then lastly, this is my stack templates from my Stack Reel Templates pack. You just come into here, double click into it, and then you just follow the instructions. So on the top layer, this is the first layer, you just add your sick video, add. Once you do all that, so I'm just doing it right now. I have this one of me talking. You can see that it hasn't filled in the area. That's completely fine. Just highlight it, right click, and then go to fill frame. And then you can see it'll automatically fit the frame. Just rinse and repeat that for each of these. And just like that, you have a super clean stack reel that you can just export and post in a matter of seconds. If editing is causing you way too much stress and wasting way too much time, I built my editing pack specifically for that person because I used to be that person. We just hit 5,000 orders in the pack, so really appreciate everyone that has grabbed them. And because you guys grabbed my sample pack, I got you guys with a special discount. If you guys use the code SAMPLE, you'll save 20% off of any pack you buy. And every single editing pack that you grab will come with a tutorial exactly like this, walking you through how to set it up and use it exactly like me. So stop wasting time editing and start creating more. Love you guys. Peace.